You cut in. Okay.
Welcome to the Retro Podcast.
Here we go again, and this time we've got...
Hi guys, Olin Saxon. You'll get to know me.
Yeah, Olin plays Secret of Mana with us when we were doing that. We've done that for a little bit, but it's been a while since we've gone back to it.
Pretty much. We're at a good point in the game though, and there's a lot to do from that point.
Yeah, there is a lot, but so much has happened, that's for sure. But, so basically, what we're doing with this Retro Podcast is we're going to look to get, you know, someone in like this every week to sort of come and talk with us while we play games. We'll focus on some new Nintendo releases. I have been playing COD myself, so that's, you know, on the non-Nintendo side if anyone wants us to talk about it or whatever, you know. So right now I am mucking around in Link to the Past. It just seemed like a good choice to bring up because in ways of doing RetroRetracked episodes, we are going to do something with Four Swords. And we are going to do something with the Bond games, namely GoldenEye, Nightfire, then later on 007 Legends and GoldenEye Reloaded. And otherwise, we were going to do something a little bit older, go back to the Mario Bros games, you know, like In the Pipes, where you battled each other. So basically, we'll check out all the different versions of that, where it was on the first game, it was on the third game, it was on like the Game Boy games, it was on the Game Boy Advance games. They kept bringing it out, rehashing it, and then they sort of reimagined it in the new Super Mario Bros. Games. So we'll touch on that soon. We're definitely planning this out. Alright, so I've got the lamp. Just running around. This is one of my very favorite Zelda titles.
I'm actually working on the sequel.
The spiritual successor.
Yeah. A Link Between Worlds. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I watched you playing that before. So it's essentially the same world, but you can kind of go into a different dimension and explore things that way.
It's not dealing with the Sacred Realm being tainted by Ganon. It's dealing with just a parallel world that does exist very close to this one. And then, you know, something happens. Basically, I don't know if it's spoilerish, but this is what I'll say.
Block your ears if you haven't.
Actually, I don't even know how to put it.
Right.
Basically, something happens. There we go.
So where does that slot into the timeline? Hey?
Alright, so it's directly after Link to the Past, but they could put in something there if they wanted, but you'd want it set somewhere else and not with, you know, a descendant, maybe something else. But that timeline's busy as it is. We can go back to the other two. They both need another game.
I religiously read the Hyrule Historia and like I just memorize it every time, just reading it. And then there's even people that have done like a timeline kind of version on YouTube. I wish I knew what their names were, but they did a fantastic job of explaining it and all that.
Oh, actually no, I've seen a video for it.
They've done a Kingdom Hearts version too, but this one just
does that have splits?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Well, actually, it's not split. It's more of whilst this happening, this game's happening.
Alright then.
Yeah, so one pops up one the next to the other.
Alright, yeah. That's that's like something I was thinking about. I'm pretty sure that's kind of... I'm trying to learn a little bit about the Fire Emblem games at the moment. And they're kind of all over the place, to be honest. So Marth was only really a character in the first and the third game. And that was on the NES and the SNES in Japan only. So I think they remade them on the Wii Virtual Console, and then they might even be on the 3DS, but I know there's somewhere where they've given them that love and sort of translated and redone it and everything. But otherwise, a lot of people really love the GameCube and the Wii game. It's like Dawn of Radiance and then Radiant Dawn or something like that. I don't know much. They're tactical RPGs, but there is also a lot more action. Well, there's a few other things added into them, really, but it's gotten a pretty big following.
Yeah, I've never played one all the way through. Actually, I haven't even played one for more than a couple of hours, really. But you know, if you went back and say if you were growing up with it, and you had the chance to just explore it as it was being released, and then you could go on from one game to another, I'm sure it would have been quite awesome. But to go back now, I don't think I could just pick it up and play the previous games.
Yeah.
Not all the way through, for sure. I think they're going to be a bit too big. There's a lot of games that we've got on our list that we need to finish.
Yeah, I'm building up the shame pile.
It's like literally this big.
Finish all the Zelda games that I missed out on.
Yeah. Alright, well, we are doing Four Swords soon. Have you bought Minish Cap, or are you going to finish Skyward Sword before you buy it?
No, I'm going to finish Skyward Sword first, and then I'll try and just jump straight on to Minish Cap.
Yeah.
Follow the timeline, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think? What do you think Zelda U's? What do you think Zelda U's gonna fall?
I have no idea where it's gonna fall in the timeline. I am clueless. I wouldn't mind saying it would be after Twilight Princess.
You know, some people think it might be like before Skyward, but
nah.
The thing is,
he's the first, you know, reborn.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. That's when. I can't say it because you guys haven't finished.
It's in the manga. That little kid is the kid in Skyward Sword.
Yes, but the game's not following that really.
Really?
If they did, they would be making a prequel about that war and
no, they won't.
How much
they don't
that.
Have to.
Well, yeah.
And they know that. They understand that they can do what they want with the game series that they created.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind if it was a sequel to Skyward Swords.
I want a sequel to Twilight Princess. I wanted to follow like that way because that's not the line of Spirit Tracks. Where does that go after Twilight Princess?
Wait, which game?
Twilight. What comes after Twilight? Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I want.
Oh right. Okay.
So that's the best way to go right now, I think. And if they want to entertain filling each timeline on each release, that's what they should really do. I mean, they have to go after Spirit Tracks eventually, but I don't want them to have futuristic cities in Zelda. Well, not futuristic, but you know, maybe like they'll probably do it like Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy VII, where it's steam sort of
steampunk style.
Kind of. It's a lot of steam elements with like just high-rise sort of buildings.
I think Zelda's always going to be a modern history kind of style.
Medieval things.
Medieval. Why do I keep on saying modern history?
Yeah, that's not really modern. Alright, I gotta muck out of the audio settings for a sec. Oh, and you should mute the stream.
Well...
I can kind of hear... Oh, is that not what I'm hearing?
No, that computer is muted. So, I don't know where that's actually coming from, because the only thing on the laptop, which I'm on at the moment, is Skype. That's the only thing running on it. And I'm talking on a headset.
It was him.
I had the tiniest bit. This happened to me yesterday as well, and I can still hear it just as well.
Evan does it again.
Hang on, I am trying to turn you up though, because I'm not quite sure how strong it's recording you, so I'd rather just be safe.
Well, I mean, I've got my microphone right here, so
yeah,
that should be alright. So, if you do like a power run through of Link to the Past, how long would it take?
I reckon about 6 hours.
Yeah, really?
Maybe
nice.
less. People obviously can glitch run it and do it really quickly, but if I was just to play it, 6 hours comfortably, I reckon.
Did you know there's a game out there, Peanut Butter Gamer? He found a new glitch in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I heard about that one. A whole bunch of my mates were watching it straight away. Like they're like, "Did you see the stream last night?" Because they love watching the stream. Actually, every time they do like awesome games done quick, summer games done quick, all that stuff, it's so good to watch. I reckon, like I should try and get donations for a gaming day one stage.
Do Kickstarter.
Oh, well, it'd be easier to do it a different way. Because Kickstarter means you're waiting for the result.
True.
It's like, I want to do this, but I have to wait to see if people want me to do this.
Like 30 days.
Guys, it's for charity. Are you sure you're even going to want to watch me when it happens? I'd have to do something interesting. What would I try to do? Play out a whole bunch of games in that day? I'd have to find as many as I can that I could finish in that much time.
Yeah.
You set yourself 24 hours,
you
and then you look at your collection.
Do like a Zelda timeline playthrough because it would take, I don't know how many hours to finish Skyward Sword.
Oh, ages.
Yeah.
Let me think.
Or actually, it's not really that long. It's just when you go into it without knowing what you're doing, you wind up walking around and all that. So.
Says the guy who hasn't finished it.
Well, I haven't been playing it really. I had that one sit down. And I got up to the dungeon. I'll get back into it and I'll keep going.
Realistically, I think it's maybe a 14-hour. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when you take me out for breakfast, we should probably go into the city.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
what I said straight away.
We were actually talking about this and
Waterfront.
Yeah. And then go to King's Comics.
Yeah. I'll buy you a comic book or something.
Oh, well, that's just being extra nice, but yeah, appreciate it.
Well, it can be an extra part of Christmas or whatever, I guess. Because I got that Star Wars comic book and it's amazing, man. The Star Wars. You know, the one that's based on the original draft.
The one that you bought when we went to Comic-Con?
Yeah, sorry, yeah, that's where I got it, yeah. I thought, for some reason I thought I got it from Comic-Con, but from,
EB Expo?
No, from King's Comics.
Okay.
You bought a bit at Comic-Con.
Yeah, the Umbrella Academy, which is really interesting. It's not drawn to be pretty, that's for sure. It's just drawn to be, this is how I figured out this would look, and it looks really interesting.
The only thing that I bought was basically, I bought a gun there. But these two Minecraft books.
Yeah.
Have you read through them?
I tell you what, I would love to have a day where we just go nuts on Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just host a blank server.
Seed a flat world, and then bring in all the tools you need.
There's
yeah.
And then we build giant monuments.
We build the Hyrule Castle or something.
Yeah, something like that.
They're doing this thing at the moment where they've got like 4 white silhouette kind of people thing, and you can create any person using these little statue things. A lot of people have done like Family Guy,
Simpsons, like stencils.
Five Nights at Freddy's, and yeah, pretty funny. Some people even do it drunk.
Well, basically, there's another grab, you see, because Olin likes all these crafting in Minecraft. You know, I haven't done it for a while. I have to, I don't know, like, I remember, you know, when you have to, like, go across a block and then put it on the end of the block, and you just got to try not to fall all that time.
You hold down the shift key. You don't fall when you're holding the shift key.
Because you just, don't go to the edge.
You hold on to the edge.
Yeah. Well, normally I just play with cheats and fly anyway.
Yeah, well, I'd probably do it creative mode and just go nuts, so that we can just create the most awesome thing without any boundaries.
We can always just muck around with mods.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, you get that giant laser cutter, and then we do put it next to a mountain and just turn it on. Just puts like a giant hole through it. Anyways, I have something I was going to talk about. Alright, so Nintendo wise, I've been getting most of the new games that have been coming out. I've got Bayonetta, 1 and 2. But I got that a bit late. I got it when COD came out, so I've been playing COD obviously. But otherwise, still been playing a lot of Hyrule Warriors because the DLC is going to be interesting as they continue to release them. So far, I'm very pleased with it actually. It's not the easiest game. You gotta play a lot of hours into it actually. Like you gotta level up and all that.
When's the Mario Kart DLC?
Mario Kart DLC is in about 10 days, I think.
Okay.
It's coming soon.
Link on a motorcycle!
I can't wait, because they started announcing some of the levels. And so you got the Excite Bike level, which is basically Baby Park, except that it's Excite Bike.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that's the shape. But you do 3 laps, and every lap the ramps change. And they can really throw you off, because if you do a boost off one, you'll go past a jump, and then, like, you know... Like, I was seeing how it works in the trailer. It looks pretty interesting. Other than that, they showed Yoshi Circuit from Double Dash. And we know there's a Hyrule level.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in this one for sure there'll be a Hyrule level.
Oh, please be Hyrule Castle. That would be amazing to go through.
Yeah.
Go up the stairs, around.
Or if it was like a direct copy of the 64 castle, imagine that. Like the market and then the castle. That'd be a mad race course.
Oh, it's like going through Hyrule Castle into the sealed realm, into the Chamber of the Sages, and then come out of the Twilight area or something. I don't know. That'd be a
shortcut.
Yeah.
But otherwise, so when it comes to handhelds, we got the Pokemon re-releases that are coming out soon, and
thank you to Nintendo, they gave me a download link demo. And I've been playing it like crazy.
Yeah, actually a lot of people have gotten into that, and it's basically just, it's not like you just jump into the game. It's set up in a way that it gives you missions and goals in that, you know, in that scenario. Like they load you up with the Pokemon or whatever, and you just...
Well, it's at first like one of the Pokemons you decide to choose on, and obviously I picked a water type. And then after that, you basically get the 3 types, as well as a freebie, which you get to download that once you get Alpha Root.
I know. I always say it as well.
I never said it.
We're shorthanding it. We keep shorthanding Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby to be Alpha Ruby. That's what we just keep saying every time.
But Alpha Sapphire is the bomb.
I like saying Alpha Ruby just in general. It just sounds cool.
And I've gotten Pokeballs that I could start with. I've also got a few other things I can get to download for the game that I can't use during the demo. And they've recently added like new missions I can discover. That way you can see what the lookout's going to be like, who are the people you're going to meet, and what's to expect pretty much when you start.
It's like a, you know, hands-on introduction. They want to show you why it's worth getting the remake, because a lot of people were asking, but the point is the stories themselves follow the remade games. Starts off with Fire Red and Leaf Green, and they chose those colours specifically to fix, you know, their errors in the past of bringing blue out here instead of green, and like the name mix up and all that sort of stuff. Sorry, Red was the one that they didn't originally plan on. But anyways, then the follow up of that, of course, Heart Gold Soul Silver. That's the like official story following that, and these will be the ones that replace the 3rd games really. But I think they're going to take place the same time as the Kalos region, which is X and Y. That'll be really interesting. But it is in the same engine. It's going to work the exact same way as those games, just with a few extra, you know, neat things. But otherwise, it'll fit right in, and you'll be able to trade and get up to the 721 Pokemon by using them, and it'll be kind of cool.
So you can master those.
Yeah. Well, I tried to do it so many times in the past, right? Like different releases, every time they changed format to a new console, and then you tried to do it on that one. Just still haven't quite achieved that goal.
I'm not like able to trade between, you know, my original blue, which I had all 151.
Right, so that can trade to gold and silver. Gold and silver, I don't know if you can get that to Ruby and Sapphire. I don't, because I remember trying, and we couldn't.
What if they created some web page which logs your progress, and
they've replaced it? You remember they remade the game. Basically, you could do it from the remakes of the original, but not from the original.
Yeah, it's becoming so damn big. And and of course then remaking each of the stories in a different engine. But say I went to all the effort to get all 151 Pokemon originally.
Yeah.
It'd be great to pick up a new version of the game and be able to have access to all of that.
To the first game.
No, just like have those Pokemon in the new game.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't know.
We didn't really have them all. Some of them were through just trading and all that.
Yeah, well, that's the only way you could get them. So.
Yeah, I know. You owned it for like a second or whatever.
Yeah.
I know, because that's how I did it. The most I ever got was like 215, I think. And that was just on gold. And so I could have got to 250, and then Celebi was 251, but I didn't have Celebi because we didn't go to that event. And then it'll be interesting when Deancy's able to be downloadable with this new one, because it's a crystal. What is it? It's a fairy.
It's a fairy rock.
But it's like a legendary. It has like its other sort of status. I saw it written down.
It's
like
not
when they
legendary
announced
though.
No?
No, it's just a Pokemon that you get to download now. Now you just got to go to
It's just
certain
like
retailers.
it's a single, like that's the event.
Yeah.
It's kind of like with Mew really then, like how they did it. They say it's a Pokemon in the games, but you can only get it by doing this. But a lot of people will have that chance because obviously in the digital age it's much easier to get the free downloads.
Yeah, I remember the day that I got Mew. Parramatta Westfield.
I was so surprised that it worked on Pokemon Yellow. Like, we just wasn't sure about that at first, and then, you know, it goes in, it works, I'm like, yeah! Just cheering.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've still got the watch that you got with that.
You do?
Yep.
Neat.
It's in that. It's in that Game Boy box. So our collection is like it's my collection, but basically Olin built up a lot of it in his life as well. I obtained it.
A lot of Evan's things have been inherited.
Yeah.
But he's held on to it.
Yeah,
and
I got him down my whole life.
He's now created a YouTube channel, and which is just going to expand.
Yeah, because I've got a lot of stuff to make content.
Still working on that website, just having a bitch of a time trying to get these menus to work properly.
Yeah.
So it's in progress.
But so
Keep an eye out for it.
We got other methods of you know, sharing this out pretty much, and it'll be a lot more centralized once there's a website set up. It'll just be easier. I mean, if people could just like type RetroRetracked.net or RetroRetracked.tv or whatever, you know, or .com even, but I don't.
Hopefully .au.
Just .au.
Do you remember the days when you didn't want to go to an Australian website because it just wasn't as good as an American website?
That's correct.
So when they started to have google.com.au, you'd always make sure you went to google.com because you didn't want to look at the Australian stuff. It was terrible.
I kind of remember that stigma.
All I want to see is the Aussie stuff, really.
Yeah, I agree. I was like that, and I changed my mind. It was like a social stigma.
Yeah. Yeah, it was all, but we had to search back with Alta Vista back then.
Yeah.
I remember the first time we discovered Google. Yeah, Jeff turned up to school one day and he was like, "Hey, we're checking out this new search engine. It's called Google. It's pretty good." Yeah, it was.
And then everyone else tried to talk up every other search engine after that, and it just never caught on. Whenever someone said use Ask Jeeves, I was like, why? What is the benefit of using it? Please tell me, so I don't waste the next 10 minutes trying to figure it out.
No idea. I tried, and a lot of the stuff you would ask him would be like inappropriate.
Yeah, exactly. That was the point.
He says. Yeah, that was the whole fun of using it.
Yeah. The internet has come a long way. Didn't used to be able to handle any of the stuff we load on pages now. It's very different.
Yeah, Ask Jeeves is still around, isn't it?
It is. I think it's called Ask.
It's just Ask, isn't it? Yeah. What I see is like when people come to me with their computer problems at work, there'll often be Ask toolbars and stuff which just get installed when they install a copy of an antivirus or something like that. They don't see the tick box where you can say, you know, don't install this, like untick it, so it doesn't install.
Yeah, you gotta teach them, because seriously, they're getting trickier. They're hiding these things. You can't actually see them sometimes. It's not obvious.
Yeah, you really gotta look out for that stuff.
Yeah, like anytime I download something now, I look at everything. If I don't like it, I just decide not to download it. That's what I've come to now.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes there'll be something where it just requires too much extra effort, and you're like, was it really even worth me doing this? Like, if you're going to use an app and it wants to connect to share whatever you're doing with it, sometimes you just really don't want that, but they don't let that be an option. You can't just hit no, so you hit cancel and leave it.
So Four Swords.
Yeah.
The first game which came out.
So we'll play that
how
then.
many levels?
Alright, so we played the whole forest area, didn't we? Because we versed the boss.
Yeah.
So you do the forest area, the ice area, and the fire area, and then maybe one more after that? I'm pretty sure there is. But that's about it.
Well, it would be good to just, like, finish it, have it done.
Yeah, we'll play that for sure. Like, we'll definitely use that as part of the talk about it, and we'll, you know, get footage at one point, stream it all in and all that. It won't be just a play while we talk thing, it'll be like a cut together sort of deal.
Yeah.
That goes a bit better. Because the last one was just a play thing. I don't know how it comes off. I enjoy it, but what do you think?
I think it would have been really cool to play that with 4 people.
Which?
Four Swords.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, I meant I was talking about the last RetroRetracked episode. You know, where we played Dr. Mario and
that was
and Mario
really
Sheep. That was cool.
Yeah, I seriously, my comment.
Yeah, I read it.
It had me gripped.
Do you know anyone who likes those games?
Like, oh, watch out! Oh my god, who's gonna win?
And I had to cut it up a bit because, well, that was our second time filming it.
Yeah.
And so the first time it went by faster, let's just say that.
Yeah.
Because we weren't as good at it yet.
Although the best thing about it, the unexpected happened and something funny happened.
Well, Alana won the whole thing.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't like that on the first take.
Oh dang, press the wrong button. Trying to kill this statue and I didn't shoot at him. I pressed the wrong button.
Yeah, unfortunately I'm lagging behind and seeing what's happening.
I can see
we're just going through the door with a master key now.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. Oh, do you watch the Pure Ownage Twitch stream? You really should. I do.
Not the Twitch stuff, but anytime there's a channel update, I'll be sure to watch that. God, I can't wait for the movie to come out.
I'm basically thinking that after we do about 12 RetroRetracked episodes, we turn it into like that.
Oh.
You know, like scripted, sort of chatting, sort of whatever it is. You know, come up with a story, I guess, maybe. Just something like that, because I'm getting pretty sick of not doing something that's new and inventive, just in general. And I just want to have something that might, you know, do a lot better. I'm coming up with ideas as often as possible, but if I have something that I can put other ideas into, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always writing down sketch stuff, so whatever, really. Haven't done anything with that. Maybe I should borrow that green screen room again and just film whatever in it. I started editing the green screen footage that Alana and I did.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but I can do some stuff with it, that's for sure. It's just, we're going to have some scenes where you'll see little bits of just haziness in the air just because I couldn't get a perfectly flat green colour. That's simply because I didn't have enough lights.
Mm-hmm.
We only had one real sort of proper light and a bunch of other ones just like around. But I hadn't done that sort of recording for a while, and we weren't even using a film camera, we were using just a digital one, but that just meant I couldn't, I don't know, change the zoom for some reason. I had this massive picture. The res was huge on that camera, which was nice, which means, you know, I could muck around with it if I could have got further away from what I was trying to record. I just didn't have enough room. We should have... I know how I would do it differently, that's for sure, so I can't wait to get that chance again. I'll have a chat to the guy soon, just tell him what my issue is. See if he'll be like, yeah, sure, same deal again, buddy. That's my hope anyway. That's how it goes in my head.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't have a problem.
Yeah,
as long as he doesn't have a problem with you.
I just gotta, you know, be chatty. I've gotta let these people know that I know that they're around and all that stuff, you know? Because obviously they're busy. I'm the one trying to do this on, like, as extra.
Yeah. Not extra for work, just
my extra, personal,
extra,
you know, what I want to do.
If they can help you achieve that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I met someone today who was telling me about, you know, how they have what they want to do, but then obviously there's the necessity of you need to, you know, do something monetarily beneficial. And I'm just like, well, you should look into maybe just broadcasting yourself through something like YouTube. That's a good way to promote what you want to do, even if you can't be doing that work right now, and then you sort of find the time once you get the attention. There's, you know, people do it like that, or they do it... I'm doing this the slow way this damn boss. I was just getting worried because I was losing a lot of health.
Yeah.
I should be just shooting my arrow constantly, but I'm just
when
not...
are we gonna hit that promotion button?
What? On YouTube? Promote me?
Yeah.
I don't know, when we have... that's there already, eh?
Yeah.
Alright. I don't know.
Because according to...
If I do that, should I make like a RetroRetracked bank account?
Maybe. Because the thing is, according to Social Blade, we should be getting around 7 cents to 80 something cents per week.
See, that's cool.
Nice.
I like that.
Let me just do a quick calculation. Bring up calculation.
There's more than that in my cost per week.
Yeah. Wait, what? How much? Well, that was per week. It wasn't per day, wasn't it? Oh.
And like you actually have to type the channel, because everything else is ranked and all that, and yeah.
We aren't the easiest channel to find, to be honest, and I think that I should be pushing that. That's what you search. This is how you always find it without fail. That's what I should be. Well, that's what I thought I was doing with the logo in general. The hashtags there, RetroRetracked, it's all right there. But for some reason, maybe it's because of how I did the lettering, maybe it's how I missed certain bits just to make it look cool.
But you also got to think that whereabouts do they do the most popular YouTube channels, and it's shown throughout the world? America.
Yeah.
And kind of PewDiePie has kind of had that loophole because he had to move because he was getting promoted that much. So I think it's just the way of getting our channel beyond Australia, because realistically there's no popular Australia YouTube channel that I can find.
Well, I know of a few. I don't know how big they are. I like Champ Chong. He's Aussie, I'm pretty sure. He does a lot of just talking about video games. It was mainly 360 and PS3 when they were, you know, really still at their hype. and there are more. I've seen a lot of small ones that they've sort of contacted us as well. I wouldn't mind getting those numbers up to the point where it's more than just Aussies who know us, I guess. But that being said, we did have just that small little Aussie spotlight on us for about a week there, thanks to Good Game. So, we just need to find the next one of that. Well, not specifically the same thing, but basically whatever's going to get that attention for another extra week, and then we put out the best content in that time, or we come up with something that extra, random, It's all on the cards. We're working on it. As long as we make sure it's got our heart and effort in it, then I'm happy to upload it. Really, like there are a couple of things I know we've filmed and haven't uploaded. Still gotta do another RetroRetracked episode with you with Illusion of Time.
Illusion of Time.
Yep. And someone did contact us on YouTube about the first game in that series. Because Illusion of Time's the last game. There's 3 games. And one is called Terranigma, and I forget the name of the other one. I'm sure they'll comment on this and tell me. I hope they do. Although I could find out quickly as well, whatever. But like, it's very interesting. It always deals with the same type of theme, I'm pretty sure. Like, how the world is, how it could be, how it was, that sort of stuff. I think. I don't know too much, so I can't wait to jump into it after we research the hell out of it. So with saying that, I think we've been going for, close to an hour now. I see we have got a viewer there. I'm not sure who it is, so whoever they are, thanks for coming in and joining us. But we're sort of wrapping up here. If you want us to stay on, just tell us. I'll wait about 30 seconds to see a response.
It might actually be Phil.
You reckon?
I told him to jump on.
Oh, we got another one. It went up to 4. Boom! Okay, I'll just choose what part I upload, I guess. Maybe I don't have to upload the whole thing.
Illusion of Time. Yeah, because I've got the whole footage recorded. I did a full playthrough and got that recorded. Terranigma, I never played that.
Yeah.
I heard of it.
Yeah. I didn't know what it was. People kept saying it was a must learn, must play, find out this game. And I just haven't really. But I was annoyed. I wouldn't have mind getting one from Time Warp Games. That was one of the first reproduction games that they did. They were really proud of that one because they wanted that game to be easily playable in their console. I don't think it came out like in the Aussie version straight away or something like that, or maybe it was just hard to find. But basically, they touched it up, fixed a few bugs. They didn't fix the bugs or glitches. That stuff had already been done online just by other people. Because the ROMs are out there. People are playing these cartridge games that I've been buying already anyway. I just really like having them on that Super Nintendo, especially when I plugged it into the CRT. It was looking really good. For some reason, Star Fox 2 had a weird sort of... It was just the TV itself trying to like border the frame, but basically I still played the hell out of it on that. I'm gonna go back to it because it's actually really fun, and I want to put it on the hardest setting and just try and get the biggest score I can in it. Because it's a mad game. There is strategy in it. I wouldn't mind trying to figure it out completely. But obviously, there are new Star Fox games on the way. We know of one that might come out by the end of next year or the start of the year after. But basically, it's just in the works for now.
Neat.
I'm looking forward to it, but they were talking about this really interesting control scheme, so I'm not sure what to... I'll have to wait and see, really. Oh, wait.
So what do you have planned for this weekend? I mean, when are we going to do more Secret of Mana?
Alright, so I think that should be this weekend. We just did a RetroRetracked episode, so this weekend we'll record Secret of Mana. We'll try and do like part 10 and 11 or something like that.
You can get a couple, yeah.
Yeah, just get a good amount of playthrough time in. Alana and I will probably record something tomorrow night, maybe Donkey Kong. If not Donkey Kong, will be a versus, but hey, maybe we'll record both and I'll edit them both over time. I want to have more stuff to edit, so
yeah.
Either way, the more I'm editing, the better. It keeps me busy, it keeps my ideas flowing and all that.
And it keeps up your ability to increase the production value of each episode.
Yeah, exactly.
I just notice that they're looking overall better.
They get better each time.
Yeah.
I find something. So what do you like? This one with the picture of us in the top right hand corner the whole time. That was all good.
Hang on, which one?
You know, with Dr. Mario, it had the title animation.
The picture, you below it, and then the game going. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
they use the screen well.
All right, because I don't want to have black spots. I mean, we do now. I could have framed this with some sort of imagery, I guess. Well, I would just need a background thing, but whatever.
Well, it's part of the.
We'll make something. We'll draw a border thing.
You mean I draw a border?
Yeah. It'll be like you and me on one side, and whenever we have a guest, like if it's Olin, he'll have one. Maybe someone like Dan will have one. We don't have to do one for everyone, but you know, it's something to think about. We are expanding upon more than what it is. Like that's for sure.
So who can we line up to
Dane
to join us? Eh?
We are getting Dane.
Yeah.
Because we have been all of a sudden just, you know, chatting about games a little bit. And I know he's not even really playing them that often, but the small amount he is, he wants to talk about it. And that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. so Boom Beach, was it?
Yeah, I'm playing it.
Yeah.
It's kind of alright.
Kind of alright. I mean, Clash of Clans is basically the same thing, so you may as well just get that too.
Nah, if it's the same thing, I would stick hard at this and just become the best at this. When I was playing it before, I had like I don't know 9,000 gold, and gold is useless when you have a lot of it. It just actually no, I found something it's for. It's for upgrades at the armory. That's right. That's a good way to level up, because otherwise I can't do anything unless I actually level up. Because my headquarters, it can't be put to level 5 until I'm on level 9. That's the kind of snag I hit. Like, damn it! So I'm doing this one upgrade now that puts my XP up a little bit. I'll set up some more, but that's what I'll be spending the time on. It's going to become like hit something, walk away for a while, come back. Well, not even walk away. I hit hold and I put it in my pocket and I'm all good.
Okay.
Alright,
I think
so
I'm only... Yeah, well, off topic.
We are going to cut it off there, because I saw our viewers go, you know, 5, 3, 5, whatever. We've been going for a little bit, and the upload will be up on YouTube, you know, in like 10 minutes time anyway. So I hope it's a good little grab, and I'll need to make a thumbnail, but I'll do that tomorrow at work, so it won't have a good looking thumbnail till then. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed just this random little video, guys.
Be sure to check out our
conversations.
channel.
Yeah, this is just our second little podcast, whatever. I don't even know what a podcast means anymore. Like, I've seen it in so many forms, so that's what I'm gonna call it. So that's what this is.
Just because you said so.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I thought it was only audio, but...
That's what I thought too, but then video once started happening. So, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed what you saw, and we're going to build up RetroRetracked, and I hope you want to come along with us.